Hello people, I'm talking about how white people's beauty standards are actually based in pedophilia. People on TikTok like to say PDF files, but like girl, let's use proper language because I am not the problem here clearly. Like I'm just trying to talk about the fucking issue. The point is, white people's beauty standards, I believe, are based on pedophilia, and white people are pushing their beauty standards on everybody else, and it's creating this whole pedophilic beauty standard thing in the whole world, and that's why we're having this fucking problem of people attacking children. White people fantasize, or even fantasize, or what is it called, fetishize the idea of being blonde. And when you do a little bit of research about their culture, you realize like blonde hair is dominant in children. Like when you're a baby, most white children are born blonde, and then as they grow, their hair changes. By the time they turn around 10 years old or whatever age, I'm not quite certain, their hair can become darker brown, and then some calling it strawberry blonde, some are calling it ashy blonde or whatever. So as they grow, the hair becomes browner. But some white girls, they literally maintain it since they were kids. They've never seen their hair change because they are always going and bleach and tone, if you know the TikTok video. And so because of that, most white girls who are quote-unquote blonde, some of them don't know if they're actually really blonde. They've just been trained by their moms from a very young age to keep up that blonde hair. Obviously there's exception, like, you know, there's the apparent really blonde Scandinavian people, but I think just, of course, some people are really blonde because it's just a fucking hair color, and it's a natural hair color to some people. But the predominantly white people, Aryan, quote-unquote Aryan people, y'all are faking being blonde. You know why they're faking being blonde? Because it's the beauty standard. It's literally the beauty standard. So like moms don't want their children to suddenly quote-unquote turn ugly and not be blonde anymore, so they would do whatever they can and spend so much money to maintain that. I used to get so confused, like why is it that a white girl will go to like a hair salon but then they'll come out looking the same? And I just never understood. I'm like, you just went to get your hair done. Because to me as a black person, you go to get your hair done, you're coming out looking different. You're getting braids, you're getting cornrows, you're getting a multitude of fucking hairstyles that there is no way I'm going to go to a hairstyle to a hair salon the way I am right now and come out the same, and I'm going to be happy about that. Unless it's even a wash and go. But even a wash and go, even then, I want it to look a little bit different. They're gonna blow it out or do something. But with white people, no. It's because most of them are trying to maintain the blondness. The blonder you are, the more beauty standards, and the men, literally, if you watch Love Island, they want a blonde. I'm into blondes. How are you into a hair color? And a hair color that's associated with children at best. As a hairstyle that when you have it as a woman especially, you get infantilized and you get treated like a child. Like you can notice this in movies. Most characters that are blonde are usually not very smart. They're usually just, you know, blonde bombshell. They're never treated as human beings, really. They're reduced to their hair color and then their body parts. So why people tell me, what is this blonde obsession? Not even blonde obsession, blonde infantilization that I believe is linked to children and some weird hatred and perversion of childlike things. So I saw a video of some girl who's a natural blonde, but she dyes her hair black so that she doesn't, you know, she's not seen as blonde because she doesn't get treated nice as a blonde person because she's been blonde her whole fucking life, and it's not, you know, the fake maintaining blonde. So guys are just weird with her, women are just weird with her, just literally because of her hair color. I've had white girls say that if they go from brown hair to blonde hair, suddenly people are treating them differently. Literally. Some people are more even likely to be more openly racist if they realize you're blonde. It's like things like this where I'm like, a hair color is doing a number on you people? That much? Why is it that blonde equals child? That is the first problem that I've noticed, that the first white people standards, the whole Aryan blonde blue eyes, is putting childlike things on a high pedestal. That is wrong. And another thing that's very perverted, and it's putting childlike qualities on a pedestal, is the idea of having to be fully shaved. And that is also predominantly like a required thing in white people's society. And they've infested the whole world with that whole you must be shaved, to a point where I've realized this affect mainly Asian girls, mostly because naturally Asian girls mainly have, even boys, they have really beautiful lascious long hair. And when you have beautiful lascious long hair, you're gonna have it all over your body as well, because they're living in cold weather. Some with white girls, they're very hairy too, so which is very fucking ironic, because people who live in the cold are the people who need to have fucking hair on their body, but you're telling them they need to shave it off and look like pubescents, which is unnatural to both of these groups. The only natural group of women I feel like that are likely going to be hairless as a natural thing is African women, in my opinion, because I've observed that as an African. Most African women I know hairless, and it's not even a beauty standard. Yes, it's been because of social media and, you know, globalization being pushed down our fucking vagina. Yes, our damn vaginas to be hairless, quite literally to be hairless, that it's eating everywhere. But as a thing in Africa, a bush is not an ugly qualification. No man is gonna be like, I'm not gonna eat that pussy because she got a bush. But here, in Western society, white people-led society, that coach better be bald like a baby. Quite literally, they literally say bald like a baby. And you don't see a problem with that. That is very PDF files, pedophilic. We need to stop. That is the main reason I stopped fucking shaving my armpits, guys. Because as soon as I realized, why am I doing this? First of all, you get laser bumps in your armpits and it hurts. Ingrown hairs, sugaring is bad. I don't like any form of hair removal. Is fuck that shit. I don't like it. And then you're just doing it because what society told you it's ugly. Men prefer it or whatever. These are not any reasons that I like, because it doesn't bother me. In fact, to me, I grow it to a point and it stops by its own. And that's its stage, that its natural stage. Don't grow beyond that. And that's where it's going to stay. And I would not even have known if I didn't just naturally try not shaving. And now I'm more comfortable, no ingrown hairs in my armpit. Literally less odors, ironically. It is just much better system, and also it breeds out the pervs that want you to look like that. So if somebody is gonna accept you for you and not get freaked out by you just having fucking armpit hair, then that person, chances are, matches the, you know, decent human thing. It's also like a lateness. Is that a lateness test? Yes. We need to do better as, you know, global majority, the globalized majority, but mainly I'm talking about white people, because you are being put on the toot like to be the normal people, to be the standard people. So whatever you motherfuckers do or accept or steal and, you know, whitenize is whatever becomes the norm. So please, white people, can we normalize our beauty standards not being all pedophilic? Can we stop this Aryan nonsense? Because it's subsequently making it that, because of that as well, they want their women thin as fuck. Which is also a childlike thing, because most children are very tiny, but a grown woman is big. A grown woman is big. A grown man is big. The only thing that should be associated with small is children. Children. So also the idea of liking people to be skinny is fucked up. That's why in an average African, like country, our African household, the woman is big and she's beautiful and she's the beauty standard. You like the big fat ass, you like the big fat tits, you like the big fat arms, you want strong beautiful women. Like in Uganda, our attire, the Baganda attire, is literally making those body parts look more pronounced. Like the shoulders are higher, the chest, of course the only problematic thing that we still do have is cinched in waists. For some reason society likes snatched waists. So yeah, waist snatched but the ass is big, childbearing hips type shit. Fool women. No, everybody can be tiny and small. Tiny and small is bad. It is childlike. It means they're gonna just fucking abuse you, throw you around and all that motherfucking bullshit. And who likes that? It's because men are also afraid of women who are full and huge, because they're really afraid of a woman that is just gonna say fuck with me. Chances are if she even nudged you, you're gonna fall, because she's not tiny and to fuck with. But when she's like a little tiny mouse, they can just throw you against the wall and kill you, and your body is easy to just fucking get rid of. They like childlike people because they're easier to control, and they don't like full-fledged grown big adult women. Like if you play Sims, you can also realize this, like being part of being a grown woman is to be bigger. Like when I play my Sims and if I age them up and now they are adults, they literally become bigger. And you're like, whoa, her face didn't even change that much. But she's like really full. And you realize, oh my God, this is why every adult you saw as a kid was bigger, because that's part of being an adult. You're supposed to look big. We need to stop these weird standards. They're fucked. And I am blaming white people. I am. Because you're the one that colonized. If you could make everybody fucking speak English, you can set standards to also be better, motherfuckers. Put your comments down below so we can chat. If you're twat, I'm just gonna block twats. I don't appreciate any PDF files, people that wanna normalize it, map, whatever fucking bush. It's always white, guys. But yeah, fuck around, get blocked. Only sense people. So yeah, comment down your comments below. Did you notice this as well? If you didn't notice, you know, does it make sense now to you? And if you're on TikTok, go subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Life Like Motherfucking Barney. You're the sun that shines in my ass. Eat pussy, suck dick, and everything in between. Mwah. Jean-Claude?
Carly.
Where you asleep?
I was trying to do it, yeah, nice.
Jean-Claude! Jean, clack, clack, cloud. Ooh, the hell was it like this the entire time? Yes, it was. I swear to God, I feel like you can see my underwear. Nasty.
Let me get downstairs.
Them niggas are motherfucking nasty. First day. I got the and Stella took one with my. With your cat, I got one cat, you got the other cat. Back to Life Like Bunny. I am Bunny, the life that is off. Snatched, but the ass is big. Childbearing hips type shit. They literally become bigger. And you're like, whoa. You know, does it make sense now to you? And if you're on TikTok, go subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's Life Like Motherfucking Barney.